Hershey versus Nestle. Nestle is a sweet, semi-sweet chocolate, has sugar, chocolate, cocoa butter, milk, fat, soy lecithin, natural flavors. Creating shared values based on compliance with international laws and codes of conduct in the company's business principles, and a focus on environmental sustainability. However, creating shared values goes beyond compliance and sustainability. It aims to create new and greater value for society and shareholders in the areas where the company can have the biggest impact: nutrition, water, and rural development. Water, because the ongoing quality and availability of it is crucial to life, to the production of food in Nestle's operations. Rural development, because the overall well-being of farmers, rural communities, workers, and small businesses and suppliers is instinct to the long-term success of Nestle's business. Nutrition, because food and nutrition are the basis of health and of Nestle's business as the leading nutrition, health, and wellness company. Partnership. Nestle's activity seeks engagement and partnerships with external stakeholders to optimize positive impact. It aims to use the power of its core activities and partnerships for the joint benefit of the people in the countries where it operates and of its shareholders. Global principles and goals set by organizations such as the United Nations also help to shape a company's approach to corporate social responsibility. For example, Nestle's corporate business principles incorporate to the 10 United Nations Global Compact principles on human rights, labor, and environmental and corruption. Nestle is an active member of several of the Compact's working groups and initiatives. Nestle has corporate business principles designed to guide the way the organization and its employees operate. The principles are customers, human rights and labor practices, employees, suppliers and consumers, and the environment. Nestle works with cocoa farmers in order to help them run profitable farms and eliminate child labor while developing a sustainable supply of cocoa for Nestle products. Investing in training farmers to understand better crop management techniques and pest management, as well as improving their awareness of child labor issues, helps to improve outputs and boost farmers' incomes. Improving social conditions. Nestle has set up a partnership with the World Cocoa Foundation to build and repair schools within the cocoa farming regions and support cocoa farms and their families. This means that attending school will become a more attractive and viable option for parents and children, and the risk of child labor will be reduced. So bad reasons for Nestle is, this is a sad story about poverty, breastfeeding, and greed. Nestle aggressively pushed their breastfeeding formula in less economically developed countries, especially targeting the poor. They made it seem that their infant formula was also almost as good as a mother's milk, which is highly unethical for several reasons. The first problem was the need for water sanitation. Most of the groups they were targeting, especially in Africa, didn't have access to clean water, so it was necessary for them to boil the water, but due to low literacy rates, many mothers were not aware of this, so they mixed the formula with polluted water, which put the children at great risk. Nestle seems to have knowingly ignored this and encouraged the mothers to use the formula even when they knew the risks. 24.1% of children between the ages of 5 and 17 within the cocoa growing regions had worked on a cocoa farm in the previous 12 months. At this very moment, hundreds of thousands of children are working in fields around the world to cultivate chocolate's main ingredient, cocoa. Nestle appears to be taking the lead in fighting child labor. The company and the first cocoa purchases to set up a system of tackling the problem with concrete measures in place. $100 million action plan involves building a child labor monitoring and remediation system to identify children at risk, enable farmers to run profitable farms, and improve the lives of cocoa farmers' community. Child labor has no place in our cocoa supply chain.
I have some facts about Hershey's company. Their ingredients in their chocolate are sugar, chocolate liqueur, cocoa butter, milk fat, lactose, soy, lecithin, PGPR, and vanillin. They use 1.3 billion gallons of water in our global operations, an increase of 4.8% from 2014. The increase was primarily due to acquisition of manufacturing facilities, which set a new goal last year to reduce absolute water use by an additional 25% by 2025. This decreased greenhouse gas by 23% since 2009. They wanted source 50% of our cocoa from certified sustainable sources. They continue to ensure that 80% of packaging materials by weight are recyclable. They continue to improve the safety performance across operations, seeing marked decreases in injuries and lost time. Also began tracking near misses to better prevent future accidents. Hershey's helped hundreds of children obtain birth certificates, allowing them to enroll in schools for the first time. They built 2 new rural primary schools in Africa to promote further education for children in cocoa communities. 70% of employees are highly engaged, which is well above our benchmark. Hershey employees feel greater encouragement to share ideas than in years past and want to be better grounded in the purpose of their new work. They provide 401k plans after working 1,000 hours. They conduct market research to understand consumers' interests and preferences. Consumer Relations Department also answers inquiries and feedback received through phone, email, and social media channels. Hershey communicate regularly with retail customers to address their needs, interests, and concerns and deliver on commitments. They also share knowledge and insights about consumer trends, store layout strategies, and other relevant topics. The milk Hershey used in Hershey's milk chocolate is treated to make it last longer. The actual process is a trade secret, but speculators think that the milk is intentionally soured to promote longevity. They are known for child labor. It's too bad that they can't see the hypocrisy of funding a school for those less fortunate, using profit which come from child labor, slave labor, and horrible working conditions in the cocoa growing regions of West Africa. Before beating, the boys say they were stripped naked and tied up. They were then pummeled with a variety of weapons, from fists, feet, to belts and whips. In the film, some of the boys get up and imitate the beatings. Others stand up to reveal hundreds of scars lining their backs and torsos, some still bloody and scabbed. Worked from dusk till dawn each day, only to be locked in a shed at night where they were given a tin cup in which to urinate. During the first 6 months, which was known as the breaking in period, they say they were routinely beaten. They were confronted about this problem, but waited 15 years to confront it. In conclusion, we decided that Nestle was better. They focused more on the quality compared to Hershey, who just wanted their product, no matter the cost or what they had to do to get it.